Adom FM. Adom FM.
106.3 Adom FM. So any DWASO NSEM no aso so awutie me din de osai bonsu me trema me nua panyin Captain Smart ya ka se be for no atena se enche ye bedin komo dansa na ma memfa we entwem se Ecobank Express Point Agency Banking na we no emma wakwenya that unique type of agency banking. Boao Emma Wunya access to basic banking services. Our selected shops across the country. Our shops be a special shops. And you bet me and nanti any of them. So we Ecobank customer na wetimi akwa dijuma. You can also enjoy Ecobank services after banking hours, including weekends and holidays. Inti ya pompono. Main banking halls no upon or some of these selected shops are ubetimi a transactive business or holidays in ubetimi alcohol weekends ubetimi alcohol and Ecobank Express Point was selected shell shops, pharmacies, grocery shops, ECG vendor point and a mobile money merchant shops are ubetimi alcohol. Na wakwa enjoy any of our Ecobank services and wukwa in these express point shops no ubetimi ebie instant Ecobank Express account ubetimi disika atoho ubetimi so sika every express account yi emu mechere current account any savings account nyina ubetimi sika every mu. You can also redeem your e-tokens international remittances ubetimi aje from these express point shops. And we another first from Ecobank. It's the first on the market. Will be into me and international remittances from Rapid Transfer, Western Union, Ria, Vigo, and a Unity Link from selected express point. Ubetimi akwa. Now, so any Ecobank Express Point simply look out for the following. Okwa ubehu yedin and a logo, Ecobank Express Point logo na ewo and an 8-digit agent code clearly displayed. You be 8-digit agent code nenso ewo na agency accreditation certificate from Ecobank and so ya di amasa Express Point in the channel so my Ecobank, your CIMG marketing oriented company of the year Ecobank, your CIMG Hall of Fame bank and Ecobank the Pan-African Bank. In the way and I'm more about yes I etu to make sure see bit me a servo near servo ye. Lucky Herbal product in so we so you were Lucky Herbal betters and a Lucky Cool capsules. Lucky Cool capsules. Best for piles in the coconut air how Bema or suffer from premature ejaculation were dry and a Lucky Herbal betters and a Lucky Cool capsules. Now you were Lucky Herbal mixture so more malaria air hamo more jano intimi ni afrosani ye ewuni peduemu maunsanka Lucky Herbal mixture. You were Lucky V Care mixture and ono ye ema edre buama matimi siesi won ho kama ema bibie timi ekoye na nioma emwa ema wuntimi nye oba esima ebia wo discharge bia ensheda emwa me pacho maunsanka Lucky V Care mixture yibi na emwa. These are purely herbal plants in the way no pure herbal mixture yem frafre mukra and a Ghana hair drone so ya Lucky Herbal Center wo gomwa ogwa krom omo na yesa enroi na FDA so age atom frɛ won wo 0243 201 244 and 0277 855. Your website luckyherbalclinic.com. Mo amope ye no yi bia tu no mo nko Repash Ventures Kaishi Lucky Herbal or say why Lucky and a GCB Bank and so Emma 24-hour personal loan. A loan I am within 24 hours now on Saka loan. 24 hours or 1 day near my loan. GCB Bank. Ghana Henina banka so pa eno and is a upesika bi ye de school fees e bia wo tertiary wo junior level educational fees ye be ma obi urgent medical expenses yebema obi na wanya skadi akwa kotua e bia pop up expenses be bills be na wo se wotua emergency bi ato wo hia ska bi de twitwa wo ho a okwa obetimi enya bi home makeovers and renovation wo se wo siesie wo fie nkonwa wo dem aye dada e wo se wo tofoforo kosi ho a okwa yebema obi bia so ko vacation person ko holiday travel expenses be nso a yebema wo ska ma wo de aye wo peskadi a she business ma adwuma na timi atumpon a ubenya sekane bi e wo GCB ho e de shane nso ma yen and yeah pese ye ma abrabo no easy e ma so ye customer nko ade na emre mu eden e ma no GCB etimi ba e ba be ye wo moa GCB ye wo over 180 branches e wo Ghana ha Ghana's leading bank frey e wo 0800 422 422 GCB frey na face a 24-hour personal loan no yema obi na so da yeso a wo no intimi emram GCB your bank for life. I mean fanchi asonko ema Miami nua panyin Miami boss Mr. George Oti Bonsu, CEO of Eco Plus omono oye senior man Eco Plus eba furniture ho dwuma eno na omo edi nti Mr. George Oti Bonsu, good morning to you. We wish you well. Ma Yemra studio ni emeshasi ni nkomo Chief Baine Nixon Hamilton on the deputy national organizer of the NDC wabekansa ewo studio ha Mr. Alote Jacobs or a social commentator with heavy leanings to the NDC only former central regional chairman of that party Kingsley Ofusu a CEO of the Museum and Monument Board on Bekayensa ewo studio na afie to me Edin Komo Richard Techimensa a central regional secretary of the NPP. Ebejafo anyone waiting come ene anopay ewo dwumadi so eno no. Ene me yenhwe na mema wona kwaba ne yemfa nkomo no enhye we have some very interesting national conversations. I will share Daily Graphic anymore. It's a bit scary story what Daily Graphic enim say and the nyoma amanfo eheli new trend in drug abuse. Na for some strategic reasons ni empese dey because e bia ka say ye guso a ye bo nro no any concoctions no and also share amanfo kutu pesa ye nkwa ne nkonko so nhwe but the worrying trend and it's we are wasting away the youth of this country. 19.5 years the average age in Ghana now, a very youthful population. Chairman Alote Jacobs apa ba bibi aboko a
o nyame na adum
woko ye ya
o twedam bonyankopon na adum na ye di taxi o say that without God, without Christ, there's no life in us.
Yes,
indeed, for me my faith is in God and Christ. Indeed, there forever there nyame otsa say forever is it yenyime there ya brabo bia ye bobia besi ye Mamo techimensi mu ni sija na market de manka menya misemi ne ma mi ni de na chi e de mi zo wa cho ho oboso ma cha wonsam
onya mana na fia
una ne
ma mi ko ni fia cheska dansa na
e de no zo no oboso wa cha wonsam
no we pen 20
oboso ma wa cha
wonsam Charlie. Oh, just more. I will be with you there. Oh, one day, natural. Sana, no, if yours.
Okay. Wow. Chief Baine. Akwa not then.
I mean, I do know.
Yes, yeah, check.
Ejuman Martin, they are Najwa.
The last time on video be or call viral. Na a lead Jamawo Police Headquarters, CID.
And now what it here?
Demi-one.
What it here? On the 2 wrongs on your right. Say with judgments at a Bunyan. E politics to China. Na assembly. Na police. Obatunsa. What afraid beat the national chairman. National chairman. Police friend or that friend or that human na waba na obi ye ba betina police reception over 4 hours ehunyi ba ekono ni politwem worko worba obi nchira ode fa ana sentra ye fra hunyi ana de nya abotere osimisi nyol baba kasa e ano ya tete na onye sebi nyimpa ne pe usende senka nyum to ne yedzebokwa nka no pa ne yekona ye sha sififi
so washa se to nyum
na sebi a ma oye mo wanwanye de the moment them adeno cordon 10 minutes na wadi my hand 10 minutes pepe no for chama
what to nyum ni wi no
yes azma me kana se enema bi wo ho a o de ti de bambofu wo bomodin na o man ni say obi baby my yerkon ikade ye wo ensem ya ye ba discuss o for mamunu ho a obabo mabu ho na bibi kama adwe na mesede ohia pa da mensem izu obi odurumi bi a obogia na adibi anyankopon yi kirem anape ma ba abotu ide motobotu onyi mo se na menyi hye ya cha
okay
na mo gidi wo wadwuma ye no obi nyankopon se ho a yanyi ho didam dwuma yi a wo na ebotum se bi draw line between me na techimensa ema yetum ye de yensa ma to ho a se bi onka ye ntawa no hawo o se na ma mi midru kono orkobon ne beten mo no dru kono dru kobon ne beten se dam dwuma na rade da hye wonsan wa wim na wa yen na ma obi nsema ye beten obabur opium na widi aye baka wasem. I'm telling you. Nam jidi de o nsema ogu aye baka wasem.
Yeah.
Obaya da aye bokom sebi. Politics about ebusia. Chairman ka de the Jimensa ne ma me ni fie wa tro bibi owe. Ehun na wa chim de ne nana.
Yeah.
Ne ma me ni fie that means thank you ma me ne papa. Na che de sebi ansa na techina rampo ibi orbaba wi haden. Na chairman odi nenye ko hu da maji. Na chairman kan inchiremu aba e ma ye hu baby mofi. It tells you clearly there. Ama yonsem ne ye ba ye ne eja ho ne akọ. Obi enyi wa he unua na se sebi kafra. Obi sebi na adwini maka. Na ye wadwini na wedrum pempendu bi a wodi obi asa onya agimanti. Enkasa no ho na mwa na. Odrum ribi no nam krom no obi se de ho na ni nuenya. Odu obaka nu bi ya. Emre naso de yet de tumu no yeja wode mo de brana ba yebi amechiri maso wa ba be de aba tuado sadam nota yedum pempenu bi a obi yebi bi no mu a ode yeka na yehwe kwana ye bafada ibuto anamo na ko enyi memri pi na ya no so na chief how American ho so mo ba mo ye the moment I pede ye correcting na yebo radam pass ni mo pen na purpose na yepede ye correcting ye
defeating.
Thank you.
Ma menda se chief by ne Techimensa akwa ba bibi aboko
yenua onyamena adom bibi adana akwa
Central region boko
Central is bibi
hey na obi make us a bomiri fi minyini she yade
dema
MPP fu minyim de we show we yade dem yeah wa bonsa we wie ma hen so yakobonsa wa na Abraham na yi wo bo wie ne egba na wasa kaji mic
na wa bo foforo
echi ahun 2 point mi fie yi na
propaganda in the man no one wasn't come once wa
the man
to bo yin so kaji mic na egba hen come on
and I was what baby wa
David one CEO for Exim Bank Mr. Lawrence Anyisi
yes
Nasu Neyi so you otunsa friend
okay
him na menyim na ma bokun kakra o say na Abraham papa
na nchwa wo begina gwam na wa smart kan
wo ye yi na me meti the calories na me say
na wo ye no win ogoya CNC okay
na me say Lawrence we did free o ntu ahe ma contest
enti ko boy answer wa
okay
enti one wasn't come boy na so your boy has is ya hwe ho someone your boy has okay
but na one day no ososen one day no
yeah the no so
okay
say you had no defo na won so why and wo ba guntai ana so aso mama ana yen so you had Mr. Abraham dey
okay
onye chairman no start operation was Central region
watch
na
yan kona mayasam him na sana ho party be na impozo when politics since wala
na sana ansa na obeyo hin na obeyo hin ni CPP ono oye politician ansa na obeyo if you a businessman nature no so Adom odidi ko and ogi ideology no to na CPP bi ko MPP
yeah na bebre na ko MPP bebre na ko NDC ana
bebre ni mo ba NDC na je NDC
only about 1%
na ko MPP yeah for one say
mechetefu na Rema Chivani Akwabe ina kana dani hunu video bima ina wako police headquarters na so kana so to no also kwa be 4 hours ina obia nkase wo hu ibo ke bisa na asem ohun mo be mu wazerefa ina chi wo sha so we indisciplined wo homo
what
enyuma to police headquarters we invite wa ke dedem su yedi because them see indiscipline at its peak amuka in the nizom net you owie no say osi 10 minutes and was the one osimpe
na obey
in on one was the more when I in kasa more 10 minutes
after you no answer na police will play
it means that some kware no obi atonsa afro one otonsa afro when you pin bia ho it is in the work and what's work when ko be bia do ma report mo
that is what I'm telling you
enti mo kwa no oyan wutan what on Safro wa oh yaba what's one trend is one trend no in this block ase
the man
what's ase
from 8:30 a.m. to 12
on the nyim we so omo no
okay
what on Safro when what twen komo e bia why you want hwehwem bi na asa na what on Safro so dey yan wutan na trend
indiscipline obi an so so na indiscipline o dey answer babadi ye bo hwe baby ma ye dey bottle
the man on a positive defiance
because obi enyi obi frame ya mebe say mebe ma atonyo mebe ya mamegwe say metrado odumudum akasa odundu anu so bakasa na adoru kuhien wo man yimi onye
okay
then committee chechemi abe no hwe na amimede ohu onye na wakan ina nka asam na mede to ho no so a say police di no so hu no mu a na wakan na wate na nyim bad oda manyo sembo room na chief dey waye bonsam
da bi na che but I know can asebi yes weekend ye share yase na ho no efe pa ye kwara ye kichie na ye chia wienu na ye regional chairman offer NDC regional chairman na words nkomo issue be they need to collaborate and do that thing oronyim anwu the regional chairman no yen this regional chairman we are na worry ye na ejirompo anwu na yes achi hen amanyukwa bien in central region yankufo de yentim asunjo de yentim onya so de fom say na anyim de in the yampo there's still collaboration between me and chairman did the movement somewhere the early April obey the maximum obey kama because any penny bi pa to relate regional chairman in the regional chairman or lead to do here
the late
Dr. Crunchy
okay
say na yi na there's collaboration
until am to politics
yes am say no yes the 20 we need to maintain relationship say because me church van odi etu ezin ko je fun ot de mu no je bia mutum ko ne nche onye ko na man sam otutu yentem yes there o man mpuntina me che de yan fa na yan yazi no ye na mo mo wo ba indiscipline sikawia mo sam patron ba ye
Adom ma confusion e ban no
o say
aye wa be mi mission radio central na ma left menyi sika menyi me hena ma left so na ma fa uber man
you know
ba me aho
me never go school Yamransa Commonwealth, may never.
Yamransa
Commonwealth Experimental Private School.
Oh, okay. Yamransa
Commonwealth Experimental School.
When you have your teachers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now I be secretary. When you chairman, you will show that Nanadri and the why secretary. Or no.
Chairman, my memfa on chassis in the I a father figure amongst us. Now, say I can story bit them or Daily Graphic front page, and I want us to speak to the youth of this country because your man, your average age, 19.5 years. If whose stories they are, I am say. What is causing this, Chairman?
George can, yeah, educational curriculum. The auto being lack of parental care, more today basa unemployment is creating this army of drug addicts in our society. And you'll be surprised. The Mafama at the age of 12, Nadi.
12 years?
Yeah, 12 years. I mean, Mumu way. And when then I'm going to be there in the dark. You a Brentia.
That's 18-year-old.
17, 18 years. She's a nice white shirt. Try a fine one. Well dressed. No way you know Pogono do native, you know, also. Well, Isechi. Also, Wakaru Queen. Middle of the road. I am a Bahamakade. I have seen a lot of people say a driver, a shawana, a bunda wakasakasa. So, what is happening? You ask yourself. And I appreciated what Iraban Abrente in their contribution about people who sell on the roadside. I respect them a lot. And so I put a mutu kutu na balance car ni major. Was then a sabita fracture and Yanko Wadamo. On no Richard. And so I say, you get a 5 cities, not 2 cities, 3 cities, Subaji. Or that's a man, not one. Because be Monday, Rabbi Biton, Suya, number drive while I pass. Rabbi, when I go closer, no money's car. No, sir. Could you focus to the ati? Ne kutu wo gwai or ye cheap. A coguopo or pro.
Or pro.
Bangra, no boyazin. Now, I'm saying this there. Inti aya no obiso or sorry no okay there. A commenting. Onyez Beninzi, Osende Onyejuma ya. Makawaha, I was here with some 2 MPs. Na, what feed them my year one. No, me say, oh, ye nyankupon responsibility. There, at the chain, at the saying, Honorable Shame Enyes Benedi. Need responsibility in the Wamo Wajin Nyasa. Therefore, Bobra. The Botuma Sir and a Pioneers Benzi. A Botuma Kochoba Bina Kakacha Choba Nura there. Mamunsu Wufu free Binamine Binzi na Bibi Mom. Obey employ. Was in the Choban Dumpi was all I watching his man. Na a bear wagging there, I'm in a Mungosu for free or Choba. I am from me, yes, and necessity is the mother of invention. I know them not say. Ne Nyangupona me and the survivor instincts. How to survive. Say, as your natural Joe wider. About how animals survive. How they struggle to survive. Say, Peter Fracture, they are animals because they don't have the power of speech. But here Nyangupona me has power of speech. Until you to Makasa Mayete. No one, if they struggle to survive, why can't we also struggle to survive? But if you go down the ladder now, or your educational curriculum, we are producing a lot of students coming out of schools. They don't have any job description in their hand because one curriculum now will not tailor them into any job. Sabita fracture. Ni survivor instincts. So owie na sabi akọ technical school na ebetre fie na baka chem there enye adwuma ya no che there wo hammer na wo so na nigga kan won o che there on inform bobra ana carpentry oye nyugwase adwuma ana there eyo auto electrician oye nyugwase adwuma. These are things I able to survive ebegwe Ebun fitafa we sisi adan ebun carpenter fa we sisi adan what I say won yinumu we tugwa na so because of white collar job but can brofa kesa say iketipe na manfo de your so but maybe that is not your field. Maybe or say Sabi on your school. He's a mathematician. First, now I am a joke. Pro also and pro because of this, because of that, in pro. Namzo, I will Professor Loto. And so I got him closer to him. He invents Nyama. And by that thing, apart from need teaching, he survives.
Yeah.
A lot of new students are Cape Tech. They can testify about him. That is what we want in society. On your society, what better was it? JHS. About because we parents when you car into my cause again this school and then up. Nevia na akafa adi in the shoe polish grapo. Shoe polish. What's a man? But you know they can.
Also, Eka no charm for adwin sido.
No, you see,
now akwaye bi.
Yereka, let us find a remedy to it. Now, Mkwadai will film. Churches are also failing us. Because churches are talking about prosperity. And prosperity is as a broke man and wala before na oroba which apronala ni mami wenya hina man mo aba ebegade omboto olive oil na the olive oil di kan enyim na okọ ministries a obenye adwuma ye na okọ no wenye adwuma ya, then it becomes a nightmare. America society is failing our own people. Yentumu yambwa my former are so desperate. They are so frustrated. And the weepo number was a warrior one high. And it is through their toilet some are walking, Sabita fragile and pay. People are inhaling. Because that's the only solution.
Or the bed high.
You know, high we are walk up to baby wada. One here watch second. And the Igwe in the dome and here tourism will keep Kusurugu because Abrofa will be in a Buna Watam Abrofan won't do no wish more as he was the second model. Is it their fault? It's because of the community that they are living in.
Now, Igwe, why you soon do?
Very well.
Why you soon do?
Teji, Asema Kingdom.
Ono Nasaman. Yabaka aywa
too much
aya enyeme bi wo ho a enyeme bi wo ha mafande oyi
this weekend no me
that's true
me aware
why you soon too much it's too much
yeah
it's too much
enyeme bi wo ho a
street lights there walk from Elmina
Bakano
you know maintenance but they be you have to come from Accra or Kabia what the cost so it cannot be done by local people
but
they be no but no invite on
the issue is that yes sometimes you know as party in power you might overlook certain things because it's been there, not today. Oh man, the Cape Coast are bright. Oh man, it is the responsibility of the Metro Chief Executive to make sure that the man is abado. The radio stations are what Cape Coast they talk about the isumi over, but we will keep on talking. Yeah, Brian Zana, Pedu traffic light go. Yeah, Brian Zana or Badubio. But there are certain things we don't decentralize some of these things. To them are teaching Mesorican. Yeah, from Liman Abrida Kapemene. It's been like all these people will fight for traffic light. Traffic light in bar work 1 week off.
The challenge with street lights there because the money is paid or Ministry of Energy and they always want to centralize contracts no with the street light. Ecobank assemblies nimpo there when you scarf for the fixing of the street light, they will tell you no. Well, the monies don't go to them. It is a fee.
But I want to know this now that PDS is in charge of electricity company. These monies go to electricity company.
Yes, as a conduit.
Yeah, as a conduit to Ministry of Finance and Energy have a supervisory rule over this. Sometimes you need to lobby. The politics of lobbying. The Ebiane Metro Assembly Chief Executive. So Sebi Tafrache, Sebi Otanush Oda, Obuno Obenya and Grandful Friend Akunwe, Obenya Chotu. true and a true no benya. Because you don't need to be sitting in your office all the time.
Yeah.
As a metro chief, embrace these elections, these MMDC's elections. Because look, a lot of them, you appoint them to that office, and they will just be sitting at the office, and they are what do you call them? Those administrators will be them debriefing them about issues this or that. They themselves will not move into the field. And see, look, sometimes we need to size them up. The E and Oyazane on Yazi.
It's because now a metropolitan.
It's metro. Oh, first,
metro.
Kufo no be metro. President Kufo. But Yima, I mean the me metisi and so. Na my imagine there landowner house owners no one landlords in. You better go the yentua property rates.
No, but that's not proper. And one reason that
Aberdeen to normal yentua property rate. So we need to define the reason why one has to pay a property rate.
No, but you are paying property rate because of property they put in the app.
Property they may put in the app. As na Metro Assembly for one.
But you don't know, say every development in any metropolitan municipal area or the assembly will go ahead.
No, assembly will go ahead. Agreed. In Kano, yes, in that then on your assembly for an ABs and there, will find the Yamasa. I mean, Missy Mupoto farming or assembly for no more here. No. Yeah. You pay property rate.
Yes.
What do you expect from the assemblies in there? Some basic amenities we will the assemblies will have to provide.
Yes.
Now I mean more for Mokokwa. In Suta, no Makal Basawa, no Azana Mafu, Mason Foma, no bow joints, about a bad day, send from the Bimu, bow joints and I think Webubu, then you expect me to pay property rate. The property rating, Abadina was here. Sometimes you see, we need to. No,
I understand you, but Chairman, I also in him there. Say extra property rate, for example, the whole year it him.
Oh, into Ebiala.
No,
Oh, I agreed.
These are the conversations.
I agreed.
Because we don't pay realistic property rate
in prestige areas. In prestige areas, I mean they mean almost 600. Now,
I don't pay recently.
Oh,
for the way first one 100 Ghana, the whole year, 100 cities.
The
whole year.
And I'm there. Look, if you look at Accra Metro,
yes,
it's a gold mine. Baby, I will be to many musika on your property rates.
Yes,
but not like Cape Coast. But what I'm saying that what we expect from the Metro Assembly in there. Here, Kuni, why Monchimonga, and see for great the poker.
I agree. The difficulty there, even the urban roads department are a metro nemono. They are not directly in terms of functionally. They are not under the assembly. Administratively, they might be under the assembly, but functionally, what the orders from national?
I agree.
No, there one budget and everything for national over one hole. It becomes really difficult for the assembly to control them.
But what I'm saying, look, during President Mahama's period. Oma Wakra equipment. Was the Bogu or there? Two local government.
Okay.
Oya Collins Dada. No more okay. The enough that can satisfy every district. There you need these equipments to maybe grade or maybe excavate, maybe do this. Ninya Osiso.
Okay.
Osiso.
I understand. I mean, say
there were almost about 100 buildings were here. They are all prestige buildings.
Yes.
You
don't pay property rate.
No, we are now going to fight against them.
They don't pay.
This year, there is a moon.
Oh, no, I know not yet. What's in you?
But you're back to your main topic on drugs. Chief, a youth for say, what's not our kind stories?
Oh, a middle-aged youth.
More like. Where are we going? Yeah, for him.
Obi medase. Mamfa we feed na mincha wetefu. Na wankasa na pay for yishi mam de mezi ma yisi shas intinche bwanko. Obi and nsɛm wɔ hɔ ɛta na ɔyɛ atete wosa na nka no sɛ ɛbɛhu na mmabun wɔ engage nneɛma bi ma ayɛ dɛ wɔpɛ dɛ wɔyɛ wɔn ho dɛ wɔyɛ gagae nti wɔsua nneɛma ahorow bi ebi sɛ afɛfobɔ anaa school anaa bibi but nnɛ nsɛm a ɔban ɛyɛ anaa no yɛ so dɛm tramo nsɛm yi bɛyi media houses bi no wɔfa wɔn ho wɔwura brɔno bi wɔnye nkurɔfo kasɛe megye dɛ wi abere bi po meba wɔ efiri do ma ɛbɔ bi takrade ma nsɛm a na nkurɔfo wɔrekeka nokwasɛm nye dɛ mereba na meteo apart from the fact that binom wɔ no nom da menzaman dɛ sɛ bi ɔhwɛ kwan bi obɛnya ahoɔden sonko bi a ɔde ba akɛdi mpɛ ma agorɔ no dodo na wɔyɛ damadi because there is no direction. Obi, there is no hope. You see, Obi a why nadwin there obesicho no. Ono na se beyond dance na pa hwehwe kwana obotuma afado wako n'enyim. Obi so wo ha. Group bi wa dom damadi because oye we give up. Na damadi nyina no se obotwa ojina amanyo yedo. That's the fact. But Rukuma or what? Yeah. Obi Medzi just ended the elections. I mean the last 2016 elections. And my woman there Medzi Bayan Fatumobi. Now 1 hour was soon, so Wabatina Superma Bobwa my 2 point. Obi unemployment yadibia Namenukasi Urukunya. In fact, before year 2016 abano. Now Oyada so what near discuss. Obi nyimpa pi na mabunu pi. Odope a wonyen. Wodi jema wo ye nyina na wo de kokoto aba. O amanyo sam na rontase. Wona ma no we di 18 na wo koto aba. Obi wo ho anala he party ni say oye patriotic, so oye democrat ono mfa no. Na mom sam na ye kan edi gukwemen. Wo hwe ho no hwe de papa bi anada mo botu wa ye bibi odama na wakwa koto aba. Ehwe hope nimpa dodo wonyen adverta okodo imma yenya for the first time unemployed graduate association of Ghana. Oya yem shishi Ghana fupi na wo yem shi won de afidi baby ayedu oye tin o nwa we university ba wonye djuma nda wa form ku a wo pede wɔhwɛ na aba ne ba ɔmo adwuma obi won sem drɔfo so onye wonti wodom esuko wonyi won di nkomo wɔkyekire ndama horo nda menyo kase sɛ yi bibia ato nkyɛn na obi ahwɛmu de ndama horo bi a yɛhwɛ do because yenyim de adwuma baba na yakomun sɛ aba ne ho hiahia no ɔbɛyɛ adwuma no kra obi aba nkyekire mu na wɔda to foma Munyana owe kunfi obi owo bumpurugu obi owo voter regional team orinya de menyi dadon de se nsu bi na obonu mo da twon pekra na obonu de munsu na dama obey was bon sam ohwe djuma ma the ideal hands obi campaign time na ye kwapron and onye sebi politics. Obi baby or how no in the central region. Obi bisam NDC you. Obi sam den na nkrofo was wo bo obesi factory wo da man nyina na yenye medwuma yen. Eba sam na ye kachire ho. At that point in politically ni meka bibi a kire no ma wenya dem a rehiem do gina me party nature. But a friend question no bisan. Ehwe mpa aba bi eden. O wadam question him. Obi na menyo kase. Aw anami ebenyi dadu ne yewo ena gidi ena yebenya yeda sabi abandu manada krome ni nyina prekope nanso hihye ne wodi begu akwamen ena nokwar na yedi bata asem ne chirin obi se 10 pempo ena abanori ya obi benya dam otwen honhom no den ne 10 aba echina 20 so be den obaba obi aso nyim ne apart from mama na papa want it here what be mo obi omani be ye na hoto abema ye nyina ye hwe aban ne hihye ye obede oboto na nkrankro dwuma ahuru nkrankro dwuma na nkasampo aban no regulate enti it is not a caller sebi oba how obi na ya kire adwen na ye nyina ya hwe bebi mofi na mom aban bo sodam call him na dam nsem yorukodu a wodi to go nyina na sebi we pusu obi ema ya tena ho ne ehun na dabi ye wo MMDCs across obi se no kwasam paade de no kwari adwuma ena ye ehun den wona wo ho na especially wa point one na wo represent o mampanyin no o mampanyin na mo no rutun the man na mo no na won so rutu by the fact that we represent sebi o mampanyin na obi nkan system pi be dey obabo maim. But that is not what we are seeing. Sebi nyimpa nimpo na ojina ho no a ono ojina mampanyin enyim boshen na wa akoshen woni mantem ho kakra na de no rebeyen onhwe ne futum no onhwe modern ba obotum abo na mu orehwe political gains obaba da mboshe no na odi da madina tugwa emabo ni hwe na se o emri na aso onya je botum aye riye po onya je bewia na adwen nyina nda oye ndada da minti sebi adibi or influence no baby a or pushing na da madin opian mo kwakoye enti mesre de sebia da mensem yorukodu a yehu nyina o kire nda ye nda akye ne ahwenie ya problem no ho oso enti obi say yan tackle ne de mesi mo de yesum na yan kan de mesi mo oti na se ami me beka ne mesi mo be ya politically menye ho mfaso tejimesa beka obaka ne mesi mo be ya politically onu subenya ho mfaso na watena abema obi na how no da ho na ye hwede ye botu asen na ye miss another ye defeat them purpose on into ye damn discussion. It's for me. What's up like that? On my pain and I do Danko Akufado. He has a big role. And I know who the youth is it YEP or one of the youth institutions he one media house be wabo na warrior fight against Ramo you work a year program you were not for baby me feel mu na me hwe na me so leader na the chief executive initiative oye because oye cow but at the end of the day ni dey rubon oboko fom so I had to hear fan hear that to end in there apart from me who you the way I mean first time obi nemi say guy bi pam ho a na chere yipa no so oye guy pa first time pa mu hu that was miss cough syrup it was in Tamale mo boy manu and you know what me engage guys, my friend, my calling chair, me catch and do, me penasem or a fine guy. But I see that they do something. Why? You know what he told me? He's a Muslim. He doesn't take alcohol. At a point in time, no so no although couldn't him. And you know, feel there. Fruit juice no na them mixing of a damn a syrup na do no yen on your bone. On no alcohol. But at the end of the day, why? You see his mentality. As Americans, it's a year when the madi or a danger of my hand action. Apart from Impuntu Juma na Bano who head obeyen, say health ministry, say gender no obey you, say social welfare for no obey you, or the Fakwan that what the NCC is super back together. Because these things mean no health implications. Obi oha a church no ohunde, ne daching oba how no nyane pen or ye. Ne bibi no pian no ya na de nyanku bi peer pressure bi no the manner at least ebenya one or two people em our resend them decision now will take into going into this once I hear where yedin them abogu akwema obotu mu abo na ode ye bombote na amanyo sem na ye again wo cream hay o mayim hay obi yen you enye you na ye hwe ma ye botum ya ye pa e ya na mripi no kasan ne purpose nyina de ebo so tum nim na afi tum ni bedi ensema ena ihe ye fa kwan bi do a ye be hihye ndem a obe favor him ma ye tum ya tena tum no do onu bin ye kodo ne ye ya aya waso no de baba na how no de bebre
e de bebre yen omo enim secondy takra de na se chairman se enyim second takra de pa enyim main spain amanfo main spain Any momoa. Who are with your takra is say was through onye killer. Charlie say Udu main Spain. na me dem yakwa ye ma young girls. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. And yeah, Yanni said, it's as if say everybody knows, but we are helpless. Police want them say, and they do it in the full glare of the area. By this time,
some of the police recruits come from these areas. So you ask yourself.
Teshimenson, my main tail.
Yo, my main chair for you. My favorite baby, my Chivani, Oziwi, or Kasi. Amayafono se esheboa odi yezido na MPP 2016 na ene manifesto no ene timi agenda for jobs na His Excellency Osiade Adom Akufo-Addo, he has never disappointed in that direction at all. Obidazi je oye 2 years ana ye twa man ye rated year, but why you be papa in Juma? It started 2017, somewhere October, November. No, I applied. We can't teaching field. No, I applied last year between February and April. In about 20,000 teaching and teaching staff. Why employ one? I mean, my regional education office. My room. Make a sense so bien so reachable to my cracker, you show more. A brand to be watching a appointment letter or the bear watching the room in Sua. Eba does Martin Fiat, maybe school being Fiana. Minute man yet. Monsieur Napa, Munia Nonka come and walk Docona than Pancho Manigazi. Focus as a menu. It's the first time I made your appointment letter make a yejuma. Then you are G. And see, for about about 3 months, or by that particular month's account, he had over 6,000. Zem, wow, for one. Only if you are, a Napkoya or by over 100,000 youth, Juma in 2016. President Mama Nennis was as the 8 years. In was it on to our money, moments in what 10 one over 400,000 youths, a Juma, that was also waiting on 10 cities a month. But now, just 2 years, no, over 100,000 youths, 7 million OCDs a month. Apart from that, in teaching for now, also a double track by over 8,000 teachers. What for account? It's only 20 years. Nurses and where we are school, Fiana, Fianum, I under Mama and Abredo, and now what for this year also was built back on you. It's only 20 years, even open agri sector, extension officers over getting 3,000 work for one, cocoa pollinators work for one. Baby, young to Yenny Nara America Crabbe, but Moyan said there only Rambo. Fantasy upon us, we no cocoa. Na Chifu baby there, also a procuma. Oh, we shape no more 2 years simple. From 1 year, oh, from 8 years. Nobody 4 years, 8 years. No visa tribute and MPP. Ain't see, you're disappointing. Nah, even local government. One for this year's will go down them. 1 better than for apply, 1 for it's baby. But, Macana. Another Jamon topic there, no more drug abuse. Because I'm much sorry, I'm prepared my bad. No, me BBC. Now, journalists be or year documentary be on one war abuse drug in South Africa. Okay. Now, a guy no saw or feature no friend Jesus. What documentary?
Saving Jesus.
Guy of Jesus. Now,
the topic here is Saving Jesus.
Oh, okay. How much you share?
Oh, I'm much that about 2 weeks ago.
Saving Jesus, that's the guy more for him.
Guy in Saving Jesus.
Yes. Now, extra or scary.
Very scary.
Trender has not taken. Jere, mission and machine there. Why when you get one? We know it's the same syringe. The same the same, you know, we the one. No, we are more or scary pine there. Say when you do Nibia, no when you been an hour. More than what too much. What too much was our home. Dangerous aspect, you know. No, also, also on what you was the one with the match, they were high more. then that's the baby do. Then look at South Africa, Sabi, Yerbe, Chai, what to say, oh, na a drug addict, you do not put no home, obey video while high, but what you may also are warm. How much ya? Na on your guy in Northern Rehabilitation Center. My, what you mean, or for me, in Azin. Now you have a lot of guys on in the chroma, and that contributes to the crime rate in South Africa. This musician was shooting him. But Obo say over there why addicted so no unyebia on come of Robin Skaza into Okaso boom so walk battery bo 2 Nancy Mukorsedro Mazamaka that's on the 4th of January. Accra Nikeso addicting we Bukali we main phone iPad which are Nyamugian was we go to battery. Battery we from Koto 350 but no go to 50 or 100 cities. No che obiwa wa binu ma no nyebia we have what to call withdrawal syndrome so nyebi no either ya bu no ontuminti na into odo okono kan de kwan kwan
no venture no relapse several times.
Yes
7 years in
so oye problem wo ho man ye nyina oda ye ina minyim konfo a obi a wa numedri ya mo aka na adwena obi on mebi wekun into no one is safe. So be on numedri of money ma obema o don nyim na on bona o ye coach what me pro say you know he asaze na dama chama kan factors in me ignorance obu onyim di then peer pressure e today you go schooling mura yanku bi aba oh you are fine no what to me then the perception of because me na me yanku fu bi ne yanam me yanku ran won nam also wonnum sa wo tun dizi pa enti boy ko tubanchin ne ye wo fufu na we twa o twa nsa na mu num nsa medi ne fa bo na chi ni sisisim ontum nzi wo do perception on there but wo wa mo fro na nyi na ina num nsa nsa na edi so de be bi a cha num nsa nsa na etwe god onyin ho age o da ko ni tirim da mo num nsa na mo tuma edi ni so num nsa na ontum nzi wa be addicted to it so enti oye perception. They are not going to broken homes and poverty and societal pressure. If you are my men, I'm going to have a friend say, on 2 months. And the people you want to come and church on a car or ye on yet. So, young book at you, no more by a comma, or what you may go to a child, on to Miss Mammy, or be you and the ones 9 or one man was saying. So, and then go especially in Accra, or one song my chibet 3 4 or what was it? Obo bampu no be 7 8 afro fiscal be obi anyfie oyin governor yin wonam we influencing oh je na no you good onum kra bien wa sonu de bia no bo nso a ofi do problem ni problem ofi do opedo ni we free won onum say so mo how enti munum na mu we free mo how ina echi wa tom tinten but yenyanga na nyina odo butabi so nyodo growing up in my area Moshawa was see the woody my one and some and and then you pay on the missing about the case. You look weird into Monso, me, yeah, no chamber that moving. Into I will not do that. I just sat and observe all this and just advise myself. Into
role models.
Yes,
are they?
Yes. You know, so you were, if you my obedience into one woman, if you are those days in there, I'm the me some deeper life. Deeper life, I'm quite to develop the way and church and it's well, in San Bosumba Menko. Then invest in Koezi as I'm Adventist. And you want me one to another, once if someone was on my yame at that stage now. We now could scream quite this, could be quite so. Must better me than you pay. Same. It's a rumor saying or Boahen. In those days, and also, in Obina Banasa, you'll be awesome. Bandano on you. Mamma card Musarpa, Yamres will be more friendly, Jad base, first of super base. Then a concert, those are the concert water. In a mukuri, in a mutum, means as a premium or Timo Trimfito Mugam Kada. Mugam Kada, and there, need to me yet. Obin so bin ba. It's not from the same by a but those days, no communal type of life, no boyan. Benne, when you were ain't I want you to come home. I want you to nano or nebano, no, you be mad. obi no kechi when is bad ebe suba no reform pa then education more kind you see obo school na osa baby wa nkobi onye nyimti bia wo ho onye ntiti bia wo ho the kind in integrated science integrated science you will talk before drug abuse na the church na ensa enuma mo yo na zina even teaching that one po na zina po drugs or seduce na zina at least you have knowledge about it and you dey onya mam eyi oye na zin but ono no even you then anka alutana da chibana no kan lack of skills young mesua how you defect you see equal advanced countries are che teaching ya and your education. No. Okay, what's your 3 outcomes of learning? We have the cognitive, or the affective, and psychomotor. Cognitive, you have the knowledge. Oh, who is the president of Nigeria? Oh, President Buhari. Or change your cognitive aspect. The affective is the attitude. Then the psychomotor is the skills. But in this country, I think over the years, we have concentrated on the cognitive aspect. In the week of school, it's in yellow mobile to one was I Jesus your buy or bad than can ye bo wien next to some skills we to am magwa and I be them but yan fan the man come mo so yes obi or home economics and if is on the onya one in English and say we to am bian kwan it's we do I need a pass in English before be so to my entertainer it's wa ana obi kesi enje it was secondary school and technical school we said them oh here pass in English and a pass with my magwa and apple but we place emphasis on this okay when I get 40 50 don't go secondary school it's in there. We are giving meaning to the universal education under the phrases. We want to get 40, 50. I will place on SS. SS, most of them are going to this skills-oriented courses. So, I am so wimpo. That's one pass mpa. At least only maybe so bimpo. SS. Answer na baye obinity. Ebi adreno. What the prescription? Bibia or they use na ina. Only for people when they do. So we should also give meaning to skills-oriented courses. Now, so we should all support the government now with these phrases. And role to play. We all have to be on board and ensure that
Central Regional Secretary ma NPP.
Some small committee, but I think very important. And I keep on saying it. My wife crap there near restaurant. And you ma, and fancy for one. You want your special food your dietary you the best. Your ebrayo. Your equity. Your piwa.
Very good.
Your emunedua. Emunedua on your just ordinary moon. One memuno ye starchy. Na bambra business wuchu. Ewa. Your entity. Your adi
fum.
No, fum these were fancy delicacies. There abafaberuku school a wudokun edukutuku na edu bo wudokun ma okufum wo wi na abenkwa na wedding dey basa abenkwa choye no wo di egu adi muntu wala eruku school
jama urefi kuro oye empato amba no
no entity ebia enam ebia na igbo abado ideo iketirin na edi moko anyu na tomatoes ajo de gudo ana anya
ebia azungu
edi ebrawo nwie nkon etwitwa na di shishe da ma di basor
abi o wa ya bro hu ne ezu gwa so
bro hu so wo di gwa
so
yeah enyima
otobo emreza
look we've lost the things that we have
sisi akwa central enya bi mpo
ibi o mom
eko yen abnase na ebenya but ye di
continental na adonso
It was also killing us. And see, why can't you introduce these fancy delicacies? There's our system. The last one is Ababranza. Ababranza, no, yeah, Adom one a delicacy. Now, so it has become the amount of bada. You have all these things on your buffet. Now, it's a one. Will be sana catch that you are in central region.
And you'd be surprised. People would love that crowd. Than
I'm telling you, Jaman, Aqua during the Ember Church and the Chinam do what soon.
He's saying something now. To them, I'm making my former way school. As some year can you know, there. So when we go back to the basics, and start to teach our little kids, because those days in I will be Jaban watch out, me never bobra. Until now, I be for me for opium fancy for me safo. You know, baby for was opium fancy for me safo because in grandfather about war, Santa GP, into a get and crazy. We are no one. When you know, wabe because of fancy besia needs banoye. I think that some of these things should be some subjects in our various schools.
And now many I'll have the common or can be business. I will share. Yen you are no run table brainer and nam quine home hawkers, street hawkers now. So be brain now quite one result. That person failed either English or maths.
Now you know.
But now I ended the life on to mean to us English and
that is the British type of education. They be I talk about it. They will still continue with our colonial system of education. It will not help us.
Recently, BEC, yenya applying for research now. And can we just fail one part?
But English and BEC won't fail. The result highest to lowest.
Yes.
But Obiwa also will fail BEC. Because at that level, no sir. Now they be on fine and then reading Ponade. Over 11 years. Over 12 years.
Yeah.
How can say even a fail? So why do you deny the person access to further his or her education? So, but all this why I'm paying attention and call. It became an argument between Obiwa and another platform or central region. Then why do be on time to be a grade 50 or secondary school? You know the person should have access to it. You go for secondary school. I'm quite. When you what yes, but what best they found their rhythm and they even pass better because maybe I just not going to serve you crash when you teacher. So you cannot use as a base the denying access to secondary school.
And the because Mekaisa St. John, some of the worst students in my class now almost 7 1s, 8 1s, and a JSS ever 7 1s. So they were Accra guys, 7 1s, 8 1s, but at the senior high school, there were some of the
best guys.
The best guys.
Yes. Facilities. Na kwana for dusu wadi. Na impo of you kunfia no so 7 1s. My dream to me but the moment we get them opportunity number start to use the same place.
The same place, the same facility.
But there is something now. Which is happening in our educational system now, where we need to broaden it up. Vocational and technical education.
Is it a CODVET?
CODVET. Or say CODVET. Anyway, in the PNDC time, what saved a lot of our case was this German technical educational development. And the first school they established was Brewer. Brewer vocational. Look, out as caterers. Wofi Brewer, they are the best. One out as carpenters.
Why are they? They've maintained some standards.
Still, since I've decided even to write to the school, the woman, some of the students want be internship or they are the best.
We're in the area topic.
No, we are talking about the kids now. How we can take away the kids. Politics is Chief Biney NDC for spokesperson.
Deputy National Organization.
No, one spokesperson.
Yes.
The Techimen's as well, MPP spokesperson. They were
how can they achieve by now? Or you had this spokesperson. And I'm no popo. Because on us that no spoken name was spooky.
They were doing politics with this. There are certain things here we should go beyond it. Yeah, or they come out with some suggestions. Current government will implement in view of what recently President has said. There is the need for these two political parties to come to a common table and see how best to get this vigilante thing away from our body politics. Look, it is also important there, in as much as we contributing this morning, as to how we can, in a way, move these kids out of this kind of drugs. Why can't we have a bipartisan approach? Again, the current government can set up committees, be one share, NCC, babum, political parties, babum, and people with rich experiences in those fields. Sometimes when we hear politicians are head various agencies, departments, and ministries, we tend to forget them that they have that backlog knowledge where they can bring it on board to help in a way to eradicate this drug menace. But then spice in policy, certain things be over. Today will be girl, yeah, baby, and was a crammy. There are certain things we are. Let's do away with politics. And let's see how best we can fashion out some policies that can help our youth in this country, because we are sitting on a time bomb.
I agree. I agree.
When you agree, pa Nenima, service. I say my again. Enka obasati fisu no abafoma obaye hanyina ayefaso. And then I say and I know that you're about. I just wanted to comment on the brother what's it?
Joy News
Manasseh. I don't know if it's your topic. Sorry,
no, from Mamo Hanoye. The next one here, increment what yesterday flour prices are concerned, and it might affect bread prices of bread on the market.
Bread is a moto bin a minimum some no buti mamma kwai mon kakre. Anyima time and we should buy no. Now me follow this course I was thinking there. I am boy I am on your phone. And you go from the point there. Adrian Power President Unyaya or they call it there.
That's what you to inside in private.
As it by the time they're paying able to Marco Israel, but as is a wisdom group. See, Atasa. Now, unless you have been able to go to the Holy Land.
Okay.
Google, you get information about it. Obi.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is Nanka over there. Yeshen from that angle there. Said the Matia could know how or Mampinyama. What you want kind of parliament? Impa na wa call there obey there by Shima and our parties in better no near in Guna. Why don't we see it from that point there? And we now branch even though I didn't Osha Banner Tamason or Russia can be over Fara Ibutunas. Nemum Adrina Yedin Yanni, oh, there be share contradictions, however. If you time Madame Asemi Ma Abranti war presidency or Casa Eugene Neza Obakain. Response Koju upon Kruma or the Bay. Letter Ofi Abranti Museum or the other Abado Hoye on your security zone. Na follow discourse or Kodu. Na want to sukrum na a man for Wokrum so I na watch it. Will be all mammy. Minya dream be there. Say yen to me hun from that core, especially for Union Mo MPP. And no man paying na ban when hun from that direction. The Adina Epedi to us as a branch Yakokadam Nasa, more can ponten dama, and Namona Yebutun, Obama Yu, good fate as a be, a ban Norwich, Wadam and Namona Opedut. I followed and listened to a lot of people. Sabi Woodimu, or MPP, a Biwabam, a Binya Bem, and I want response or whatever. And I may say NDC been also one comment. If you letter Ofi Party office from my chairman or the command, or my paying anado, and a response or my paying anado or the bread NDC, and at the Massemia we see ya. Obi, Samanya careful pe me conclusion am drawing in there o man penyi onya adza wa bonitri mpo de opedo to ase nemo oye kasa. Because we even called there. NDC and MPP na de bi ebeten yankan. So ye by election. Say oye elections. They choboy we win a power. Eme binu makoji to boot wakaji day. We hear this all the time. But the fact of the matter in there, Ubi the man sem no simple wanum na wakama yet. Oye won some trophy. Say demo boni no sinners or the watch one aswa or ye wanum no way wejuma or ya prosifo. Atama make an say. Ade broda na yedimika ye hwe Christian council. O broda na ye hwe empanyimfa obotu nwaka. Enti sadam not a nka party ebienimpo na the man sem yosi wontema. Ehu behia. Then one now what bo one ben one now would dim in tanta would dim salmon yabaka one boom. Na ye can I chianupua on nam medumeja was wyen who was some at the botuguan would to wine what's in the Benjamin
Marty chief
but
Marty
eba response no man paying or the bay
medase
every nature eba some in the way poem and obi mutu muduna doso. I am thinking there. So man penny wa bopo pa do pedu twasa. The mense me your kwadipon. Messi ma ban response or the ban a party in response or the but we need all bandam.
Marty chief buying in the attendant cano. Tete Menson Rem on this issue near
Obi on man penny no call. Other man the two parties there once a round table. One shall come about for that over this ban vigilantism. I think the president is committed to it, and the parties are committed to it. Yeah, I can say the national organizer, Urasamia Uku, the national women's organizer, Madam KJ Mfua, and the national youth organizer, Nana B. They've been in the northern part of the country. Oh, Bocho. Messi, they've been. Please,
on the picture, this is much here. Okay, and Tamale. No whip up in a way.
Ah, this is much on it. So, okay. I want this much. What we are so much. What we are so much. They are so bad. Oh, Jivan. I'm coming some.
Oh, so nyame ma
asam no kwari no question host it or can no I've seen pictures. It is the truth. Please.
Pictures are work kasa.
Your narrative cannot be I want one.
Picture kasa.
No one also committed to it.
Picture kasa.
Emma proceed Tete Menson.
Them organization department of the party or chima wanye boys in groups needs in common. No, what church on them yaman on some fata in a yenjay. Me when so there the national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Freddie Blay, then this national chairman, the in a case of Fondo, come over for Obeshia Nazi. Then, and we are committed to that call. Now, Obi, what yena yetrim, young Juno Pani and them. Manase, now that's what took away. If them the I group here, per the division militia. Is it a militia group?
No, but I group or Zoro.
Chairman. One on Zoro.
I mean, Zoro, film Zoro. And then you, Brian. You, Brian.
Training now. Training now. But you want to do Ahoya. Now, Ahoya was
Ahoya. The man, even cadets. On the university campus, on secondary school campus, 1 year. Even
cadet
what quite be fit? Hoya. Now it's
this is our prayer group.
Prayer group is where Hoya.
More as a cowboy was a community development. More as a cowboy here. Or Bungo was a community development. Where your boreholes. And now as a cowboy, what to boreholes. I
was a bochacha.
Share, but I don't buy. Neshuma Kande, or a militia group. Was there any part of the video when there will get to an okita weapon be? Since June 2012, in a daily guide or publication on the I group, I watched up what I was to the Mukui. 2018, TV3, work on office. We interview one UTV. I told you a secret group. Our website, and what was Odina was it Atugua. And since the I group of body, Yen said that was since for about 6 years as a one crowd, why you only. So if we be the moon crowd, how can we say a militia group, vigilante group, we are all you on Sanfata? Maybe okay, was it a registered then? No, and you can afford them. But since it's what's the Bobazi, 1 year Boniviera, so now. More so, Manas at the time that the president has made the call them. The vigilante groups. Then they say it's simple, no, because some of the interviews, some can do, or about 5,000 membership across the country. It's the same thing at TV3. One interview away, what can we? UTV, the same group now. So what was the investigation? It's sometimes been in existence. Oh yes, for so for me, I have a problem with the way all hype as and just to portray the president to be dishonest. No, behind the scenes, oh yeah, but that's not the case. Esha, myself interview with me. No, you or confirm okay as when these are people who pay why also other or committee police. I think that is something I already what to be of you know. If you go to toilet, you go to car, and say on some factor, come, let me group ourselves. No for Chichiba, yeah, mom. So, and if it is not, it has not been registered for 8 activities, we can talk about that. But me need the kind of impression, the kind of picture, Manasi, you know, opera to us. That is exactly what is happening. And we know when you come to them, pay the video, but then you what is strange, what is untoward about them groupie. For me, Manasseh's work was overhyped. I wasn't even that shouldn't be the case. Because why you use the militia group was because Professor Henrietta Mensabus OUC. But young money, okay, militia, tell me you have a militia group in this country.
Mamenase.
But no one can say do you have it in this country? But your duty is to entertain, educate, and inform. So even if so be a mistake where you should where now, why should the media house and Banasi president and militia group and
Chairman, unfortunately, or there upon
but I mean most submission and I'll reserve it for tomorrow.
No problem.
Now the issue is that politicians are not being sincere. And see, the journalists will take advantage. Manasseh will always be Azuri, and Azuri will be Manasseh.
Chairman Edase, Amana Real Estate, Lucky Herbal Center, Adom FM Color Party, and AdomOnline.com. Ebuai any day in Pensen Mono Ebremidi your Saibonsu. Yenshia Yame Admochna. Good morning.
Stop us now. 106.3 FM.
Jim FM 106.3.